What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm and do not forget to subscribe. So we are back with our Terra Luna Classic update for the day, just checking out the news and seeing what's going on with the project, just so that way we can be better informed and know what's going on. Then after that, we'll get into some technicals to determine where the price is likely to head, if the price is likely to, continue to go up, or is it likely to, continue to fall. So let's see. Terra back from the dead. Luna price rises 300% in September. The incredible Luna rally took place amid a flurry of positive and negative events, while technicals suggest a correction is coming. Terra has become a controversial blockchain project after the collapse of its native token Luna and stable Terra USD. So in May, but its recent gains are hard to ignore for cryptocurrency traders. Luna rising from the dead. After crashing to nearly zero in May, Luna is now trading for around $6, a whopping 17.5% rally in less than 4 months, measured from its lowest level. Meanwhile, Luna's performance in September is particularly interesting, given it has rallied by more than 300% month to date after a long period of sideways consolidation. So normally once we see the longer the price trades sideways, the bigger the pop once it breaks out. So Terra ecosystem in September. It is vital to note that Luna also trades with the ticker Luna2 across multiple exchanges. In detail, Terraforms Labs, the firm behind the Terra project, divided the old chain into Terra Classic, which is Lunk, and Terra Luna 2.0. Terra Classic is the original version of the Terra blockchain, while Terra Luna 2.0 was created as part of a regeneration strategy by Terraform Labs founder Do Kwon. In doing so, Kwon and his team periodically airdropped the Luna 2 tokens to users affected by Terra's collapse. Luna/Luna 2 started pumping on September 9th, the day on which many things happened inside the Terra ecosystem. First, Terra Classic Lunk passed governance proposals to add a 1.2% tax on all its on-chain transactions on the day. In other words, the proposal will permanently remove the 1.2% on the Lunk supply from each on-chain transaction, as Cointelegraph covered. So here's Haley saying Terra Luna Classic skyrockets 37,000% since its bottom after the Terra collapse. This comes after a proposal to implement a 1.2% token burn tax on all transactions that will enable Lunk to become a deflationary cryptocurrency. So very exciting, to see people interested in that. That's why, you see the price moving like this. When the market is interested, there's nothing you can do about it. If the people get behind it, it's gonna rally. So second, a self-proclaimed Terra whistleblower, Fat Man, reported a suspicious transaction worth 435,000 Luna 2 tokens to Binance, alleging that the sender is Terraform Labs. He says, was eating lunch and saw Luna 2 pump. Checked the TFL Dawn wallet. Sure enough, after months of farming rewards with the airdrop they claimed they never received, they sent all 435,000 available Luna 2 to Binance just days ago. That's just one address. So here's that here. Tallied up the numbers. TFL sent a total of 3.9 billion USD in UST to exchanges including Binance and KuCoin. Let the enormity of that figure sink in and consider how many people's savings that is added up. Crypto's biggest fraud. No explanation from stable Kwon. So we might have to get him on the radar, to keep up with what he's talking about. He says, some of you thought 80 million per month was bad. That's nothing. Here's how Do Kwon cashed out 2.7 billion 33 times 80 million over the span of mere months, thanks to DGenBox, the perfect mechanism to drain liquidity out of Luna and UST system and into hard money like USDT. However, Do Kwon dismissed the allegations. The September 9th pump also occurred a week after Terra passed a proposal to conduct its second airdrop of over 19 million Luna tokens on October 4th. Luna's price technicals lean bearish. From a technical perspective, Luna's price risks undergoing a massive correction in the coming days. Firstly, on the 4-hour chart, the token's relative strength index has jumped above 70, which is considered overbought territory where a correction becomes more likely. So if y'all been following along the channel, I've been teaching y'all that. It should sound very familiar. Secondly, the price has been forming a rising wedge, a bearish reversal pattern since September 9th. So we can see that right here is showing that, the price, the buyers want to, push the price up, but sellers are not allowing it to break outside of this resistance here. So it starts to form a wedge eventually where buyers become exhausted, they lose steam, and then eventually the price, from once the buyers step out and they just let the sellers take over, we see a nice drop from that pattern right there. But notably, a rising wedge forms when the price trends higher inside an ascending range whose upper and lower trending lines converge towards one another. It resolves after the price breaks below the lower trend line, together with a rise in trading value. As of September 11th, Luna was testing its wedge lower trend line for a potential breakdown move. In this case, the price will risk falling by as much as the wedge's maximum height. In other words, Luna could drop to $4.50, down 30% from today's price. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the chart here. So basically showing the price could basically, so if you see the opening of this wedge here, so they're measuring from the opening to or the top to the bottom of it, and then they use that at the end of it where it looks like the price is testing to break down, and you can use that distance to predict how far the price will likely fall. So like how we do it bull flags and things like that, how you can measure the size of the flag, or you can measure the pole to determine the size of the breakout or the breakdowns. This is the same thing here. So and you can also see the volume tapering off as well. RSI at a 70, that means it's overbought. Smart money is likely to not inject money at that point, which will get the last people that buy in, the people that FOMO in, they'll start to panic, sell off, close their positions out. And as they do that, it'll create a ripple effect, and more people start to sell, and then we'll see the prices flush. So let's see what else he got. Okay, let's take a look at the price real quick. Let's look at the chart. So right now it's sitting at Terra Classic. We'll take a look at both of them actually. We'll take a look at Luna as well. 0.0004176. So at that 41,000 level, volume is down 38% right now. That means a lot less transactions are taking place, a lot less money coming in, which is likely a sign that it's losing steam. Also, if we look at the candles, we can see, let's pull out these Bollinger Bands, and we're on a day chart right now, so we can see we got some ways to come down as well if this plays out the same with Terra Luna Classic. So we can see that we can possibly find some support at that 40,000 level right here. If we look left in the chart, we can see this area where we had some resistance, previous resistance become new supports. So if we can hold this level, then possibly this would be a good correction, for people to step back in and push the price even further. But we know the price likes to trade within this range here. We know it likes to range in between the lower Bollinger Band and the upper Bollinger Band, and sometimes using this mid Bollinger Band as a range of support or resistance. So once it pulls down, once we see that it's falling, it's likely, if it doesn't hold at this level, it will likely use this next level as a area of support. And if we look left in the chart from where the mid Bollinger Band is, that also gives us confirmation right here where we see previous resistance at. So that would kind of make sense. So if it gets rocked, you can be prepared for it to possibly drop to that 27,000 level. And also, let's take a look at some of these support areas that we got here, which is around that 36 range and also the 33,000 range. Now, it's not too many areas of, maybe around the 33,000 range we got a little bit more confirmation. We got a second candle that gives us some confirmation, but here around this 35 range, we really don't have anything else to kind of go off. So, but it could likely, if we get some type of good news, it could come test around this area and continue to push off. But more than likely, it will trade around the mid Bollinger Band range, or find support where we could look left in the chart at that previous resistance area that'll make it a new support. So if we don't hold this support here at the 40,000 level, I possibly predict that we can, I predict we could be possibly going down to around this 28,000 level, possibly the 27,000 level. And it could, give or take a little bit too, because, as the price gets down there, it could possibly go to the 29,000 levels, and that could signal buyers to step in. So always give or take a little bit. You want to also look at those other indicators. Let's see our RSI. So RSI at a 67. So it's close to being overbought. You know, it still has some room that it can cool off, but we seen it was extremely bullish up in this area where we seen it go up to 88. We seen it go to 84 twice as well. And also, you know, this triple top forming like that, you know, that was a sign that it was bearish. You know, seeing a triple top form on the RSI is likely to lose some steam because buyers are not having enough momentum to break through. And when they continuously try to break through, test it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, eventually it falls. So just want to keep a close eye out. I wouldn't be really, you know, hopefully you already got your positions together. If you're new to Terra Luna Classic, well, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy in at this range. But if you already been in, then I wouldn't be adding in right here. I would just kind of wait to, you know, see how this plays out. But let's take a look at Luna as well. So right now it's down 14.8%, sitting at $5.32 right now. So let's refresh that. Okay, yeah, $5.37. Let's use some of our indicators here, see what it tells us. Using the same indicators from the last chart, adding the MACD. So I see mid Bollinger Band sitting around that $2.56 level. So if it wants to pull back, to me, it can possibly come and test all the way down there. Also, the RSI is at a 73 right now. It is technically overbought. Smart money is likely to not jump in right here unless we get some type of, you know, bullish catalyst, some type of good news that comes in. Then that could, you know, send it up further. Let's look at the MACD. Yeah, MACD is high above this this line here, this orange line. So that tells us that it is a lot of room for it to you know, pull back or to cool off. Once it's crossing this line is likely when we see the price pump, but on its way down to this line is normally when we see the price falling. And once it crosses this line too, also that could be a sell for some to sell as well. So yeah, right now I would just be waiting, letting it kind of play out. 16% discount, you know, for those that didn't get in though. If you didn't buy any, right now would not be a bad opportunity to buy some of this one because it is down more than, you know, 15% on the day. So that's a decent discount right there. But I'm expecting the price to possibly pull back even further. Let's look at the 4-hour chart just to see if we see anything different. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, it is finding support here on this around this $5.30 level. Shows us on the low end, lower Bollinger Band to the $2.30 level. RSI at a 57, not really overbought or oversold yet. MACD has crossed under, but it isn't starting to curl up just yet. So if it doesn't hold support here, you know, it's really it's really on, you know, a thin ice right now. That's what I want to say. It's on thin ice. So if it you know, doesn't start to rally, we don't get any good type of catalyst, then it's likely to pull back even further. That's what I'm expecting. But always remember, this is not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball here, so, you know, anything, you know, different could play out. Some things that we don't predict could come into the market, and that could completely change things. So keep that in mind. But appreciate y'all for pulling up. Check the links in the description section of this video for some free resources, stocks, crypto. Also be aware of the bots and the scammers in the comment section reaching out to you. And that's all we got, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.